So I was at the NAR convention last week in Anaheim, California, and I want to just kind of unpack a couple things that came out of the convention. Specifically, there's a lot of conversation around the lawsuits and what's happening there. Honestly, they didn't get super deep into that, which is to be expected because there's a appeal that will no doubt be occurring, and really there just wasn't a lot to unpack that we don't already know there. But here's what we do know. We do know that the silo for the Listing Commission and the silo for the Buyer's Agency Commission are probably going to become a reality. So in other words, we need to get really good at explaining our value proposition, what we do, how we do it, what the process looks like, how we bring value to the buyer's side of the transaction in some new ways. In other words, learn some new dialogues, get comfortable with the process, get comfortable with an initial buyer consultation. It's going to be a shift. It's going to be a change in the way we do things from the historic way. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I think when all this shakes out, the seller's net and the buyer's net, what they both bring to closing, what they both net from the closing, probably isn't going to change a lot. But how we get there, the process that we are somewhat learning and putting into place right now is going to be something new for us. So getting up to speed, learning some new dialogues, getting comfortable with buyer's agency, getting comfortable with explaining commission options to sellers so that they understand how this is all going to work for them and what is in their best interest for their silo, and doing the same with the buyers is really the direction that the industry is going. And I would encourage all of us to get comfortable with that process, get up to speed, maybe even practice some dialogues on one of your colleagues at the office. Learn how to get comfortable, like pushback and some objection handling. Do some role playing and get comfortable with this brave new world of buyer's agency that I think isn't really so new, but clearly the direction that our industry is going. Reach out to me if you have questions. Happy to discuss in more detail. Thanks much and have a great week.